as always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. Build the Moomin house, box 14, part 4. In this video, we'll be completing issue 53 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. So, with every build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for issue 53. Nice graphic there of the inside. I have that flight of stairs. I have that flight of stairs. I don't have that one yet. It looks like it's coming out of the wall. I don't know. It probably goes around the back. Yeah. So yeah, it's coming together. So let's have a look inside. So we will be completing two things in this issue. We'll be completing the second floor floorboards, and we'll also be completing the bookcase in the study, where we started here, and we've got one half of the floor in here. Let's have a look inside. The Martian, who arrives in Moomin Valley in a flying saucer. That must be an updated version of it. In the cartoon Tales from Moomin Valley, the Martian parents look a little different. The mother and father have different coloured noses, and the mother is wearing yellow beads. Moomin and the Sea. Moomin Popper writes his novel at last. Okay. Step-by-step instructions. So we'll be completing the floor and gluing it together, and then we'll be completing the bookcase. And this little Martian on the back. So what I like to do is, as you know, I like to make sure that what it says is that we should have here is inside here. So I'll put that aside and open up the blister, because they are very well packed. All the things from DeAgostini. Yeah, DeAgostini and Fan Home. They're all packed really well. So, I've got the floor panel where it's got the floorboard markings on one side and it's plain on the other. It's quite thick. It's quite thick as well. Then we've got, I think this is the back, but the rear panel of this. The rear panel of the bookcase, we have the top of the bookcase, which is there. Sorry, that's the bottom of the bookcase with the that's where the feet go. And then we've got the top of the bookcase, which is there. I think we're gonna have to paint these white before we paint them brown. And then we've got this detail in here, decoration, call it. That will sit like up there. And we've got 6 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we've got 6 feet. Trying to think. I'm going to put the feet in here, which is a template from a previous issue, previous video. So I just want to get all the feet out, so I can get rid of this. Get rid of this blister pack. We've had feet like this before, but I can't think what it was on. We did have feet like this before. We might even have to put the feet as well. I'm going to put the blister away. I'm going to put these feet safely away to the side. Let's begin. Yeah, so I've pre-mixed some watered down brown paint. I did actually spill some there, but I'm hoping that when I paint over, it should disappear. So I'm just going to run very quickly with this brush up and down like that. Make sure it doesn't pool anywhere. Okay, like that there. Just pick up the wood grain. Just keep going with a brush. Just keep going like that. This is only a small area, so we can get a lot of it done. There, just keep moving the paint all over the place. Keep moving it. There we go. So we've got this area and this area, so I need to use like the tiniest amount of paint to kind of do these areas quickly. You notice I keep running over the paper towel because I need to take a lot of the excess off. There, that's that. Just going to finish up with there, like that. There's no way of getting a tiny amount of paint on this brush, so I've just got to keep rinsing it off. So we just need to leave that to dry. I've allowed this enough time to dry now, so what I need to do is I need to start picking out pieces of floorboard that I want to highlight. I think I'm going to start with this one here, just as we've done before on this one, although it's a different direction as the floorboard, and it'll be separated by walls. So I'm going to start off with this one. I'm using a different brush. I'm using a thinner brush. Got to be very careful with it though. I spilt my pen again off camera. Oh, at the end of the first segment of this video, before it lapsed into this section of the video, I had to do a bit of cleaning up. That's why I've got different kitchen roll down now, kitchen paper down. Actually a piece of kitchen paper that I was using when I did the first set of floorboards on the other half. There we go. We're just highlighting different sections like that. Just making sure we get a straight line. I can barely see the line. I'm just hoping that this section I'm painting will stand out. Stand out enough to show that it's made of different wood from other parts of the flooring. Because it's soaking up and it's disappearing, which it didn't do that before. So it's still a wash that I'm using. I'm not painting it on, although I am painting it on now, but I'm only painting it on with a wash. So I just want to see how that will dry. And I'm going to pick out another section. Maybe this one here. just to make it look as natural as possible. Very warm today. I had the fan on while it was drying, which is great, but it makes too much noise when I'm recording a video, so I'm just quietly sweating here. But as soon as this is done, the fan will go back on. The video, this portion of the video will be done, and while this dries, and then the fan will go back on. There we go. Yeah, that is showing up. Yeah, that's really good as it's drying. Just turn it around. Go. Oh, looks okay. It's a little bit darker than this. It's a little bit darker, but the thing is, it's different. It's gonna be different flooring. It's fine. So I just need to pick another one. I might go for this one here. Just do as little or as many as you feel. But if you do too much, it'll look like a zebra or a stripy floor, which it's not what we're going for. Kind of rustic and natural is what we're going for. I think this is my third floor that I've built in the house. I think it might be just my second, I don't know. But I suppose because I've done it it's been done in like 2 pieces, and I've done it twice, so that's 4. So it feels like I've done 3 floors instead of. I'd have to check that. I think this is the 3rd floor actually. Let's have a look at the front. Yeah, so I've done that flooring, This is the 3rd one. I'm doing that one there, and then there'll be one up here. So I've done this one, the ground floor. Then I've done this, the 1st floor. This is the 2nd floor that I'm doing now, because I've got that stairs and that stairs already installed, so it's 3, and then there's a 4th one eventually. Yeah, that looks really good. So I'm just gonna probably do one more maybe on this. I don't want to be going overboard on it. I just want to kind of So I might do a little one there and then pick one more. So like I said on one of my previous videos, when I did the other flooring, Moomins didn't go down to IKEA or like a DIY shop and buy a load of floorboards at the same colour. It's not the kind of world they live in. Everything's kind of rustic. There we go. Rustic and, you know, make do kind of thing. So we've got enough up here. So we could do with one down here somewhere. It could be that one there, that really long one. I think that would probably work. Because I avoid the ones that run the full length because that kind of looks like a stripe. So I like to kind of, see that's the bottom of it there, but it runs right up to the end. So I'm just going to follow that up there, so it's here. Because there are ones, I think this one here runs all the way up to the top. I avoid those because it does kind of look, although you can get floorboards that do that, but on like a build like this, it will look rather odd that I've got one big black line going all the way down. Yeah, it's drying up really well. It's really picking up these separate floorboards. As you can see. So I've got my new computer all set up. Got a new printer that I just set up today. Yeah, I ran out of space on that phone. So yeah, so I've got a new mic that I haven't set up yet. I've set up the arm. Got a Blue Yeti, silver one, for when I do, because it's been a while. At the end of every video, I don't know if you've seen it, it's kind of like the graphic novel thing. That's kind of been put on hold because of the technology that I was using was failing me at every juncture. So the computer wasn't working right. Editing videos was a nightmare because there was something wrong with the graphics card and driver on the other computer, and there was a lot of other things wrong with it. So when I was editing videos, I had to learn a new way to do it, where I had to follow the audio on the video and ignore the visuals because they weren't in sync at all. So it was a nightmare. So I've got a new computer. I've got new storage for all my videos because I was running out of storage as well. So I've got new storage. Got the mic. Yeah. So going back to at the end of every video now, there's an ad for Mick and Mac graphic novel, which I kind of started at the start of the year, but because the technology was failing me, and I didn't really have the money at the time to replace the technology, but I kind of saved up, and so I've got a new computer. I've got a new, although I need a new camera as well, probably. There's a camera built into this computer, but you can't position it in any way. And when I plug in the camera that I used to have on top of that it's like more like a webcam that sat on top of the screen, it won't work because of the built-in camera. It won't switch over. There's no way of kind of switching it over. I'll probably play around with it when I set up OBS, but so I would say in August. So we're in August. This video is coming out in August. So I would say the end of August. If I don't do it before, because I'm going away as well. At the end of August, I will start the Mick and Mac graphic novel videos, because I've got all the kit, and I've got 2 workspaces now. I've got this one here, where I do all the builds, and then over on that side I've got like a light pad, and I've got all this. I've got another camera over there where I can film the those if I'm in the middle of doing, so I can jump between 2 videos and then edit them separate like that. So I'm gonna leave that there to dry. So this is dry now, this half, and I brought the other half back because we're going to be gluing them together. I've also brought some masking tape, I've got cocktail sticks, and I've run out of kitchen paper, so I've got some toilet paper just to wipe up any glue or anything like that there. So I need a couple of cocktail sticks, so I need to put glue on either this side or this side, which I'm going to put glue on this side, and then we need to slot them both together, and then we've got to put tape on the seams so that it stays straight. So I've left the kitchen paper down because I don't want to get glue on here, because it's a new mat and I don't really want it to get messed up like it did. I mean, I've got like some spots of paint on there and things, and cup rings and stuff that I can wipe off. I can wipe off a lot of this stuff, but I don't want this looking really grubby and messy like the other ones, because then I don't want to have to keep buying a new mat every month. So I'm going to keep that down there. So I'm going to put some. So I've got some wood glue. So basically, what I did was I did a dry test and slotted it together. It doesn't go together great. So what I might do is I might glue this side. Yeah, I think I'll glue that side. It doesn't really matter, it's up to you, but I'm going to glue this side. So I'm going to put like, this might be, because it's been warm, this might be blocked, which it might be. Well, let's see. So I'm going to put some glue on here. And I've got to be very careful because it's warm. What tends to happen is PVA glue starts to break down and becomes more like liquid rather than glue. It's not so bad at the moment, but I have to be very careful, because I've had instances where it just pours out instead of squeezes out. Anyway, so I've got the glue there, so I'm probably gonna have to put more glue on there, but I just want to get it spreaded like that. Spread it around. I will have to put more glue on there because we're joining 2 quite large pieces together. So I'm going to spread all this glue out. I'm going to have to move quite quickly because, again, because it's warm, the glue tends to dry out a lot quicker than it should do, and it'll dry out before you've actually had a chance to glue the 2 pieces together, and then you're left with a load of horrible lumpy dry glue, and then you've got to scrape it all off, and then you got to, so yeah. So okay. So yeah, I was talking about the Mick and Mac graphic novel that I launched. I kind of launched it early January, and I was cracking on with it. But the problems with the and even the editing software wouldn't always play ball, and it was just a nightmare. And I was just like, I can't, because I want to film screen records and stuff like that there. So I tried it out, and because the mic I was using wasn't great, so they would just slot them two together and then get some, clean off any excess glue, because it probably won't be seen, but so I'm just gonna, because we've got a wall that goes there, so I'm just gonna tape up the seams just to stop it from shifting, and making sure that it stays together. I'm going to flip it over onto the other side and just clean up any excess glue, because I want to sit it directly onto the green mat, because I don't want it sticking to this kitchen paper, because paper towel, although it won't be seen, but I just don't want fluff and horrible stuff to be all over it. So I'm going to turn it over like that, and then I'm going to clean up all this excess glue like that there, and I'm going to tape this side up as well. So I just want to make sure that it glues kind of flush. So I'm just going to tape up all the seams. Yeah, so so I'll be starting to film I think it's going to be Mick and Mac graphic novel part 4. I think it is. I think I'd have to look. So I'll start filming that towards the end of August, and then they'll be released in September. So it's kind of like new season, new releases. So that's how it's going to work. Let's check these. So I need to film quite a few videos and have them stacked a little bit, so that I can just roll out. Like Wednesday and Fridays will still be Mick and Mac video days, as was always the plan. So I'm just going to leave that there to dry. But that is the flooring finished. Yeah, so I'm going to it's kind of like a soft relaunch of Mick and Mac in September, where I'll be able to do things correctly, because I'll have the proper mic. I might actually have my face on screen, because I'm going to be using OBS, so that I'll have this big screen which will show me working, drawing and things like that there. I'll have some screen record versions as well, but I think in like a screen within the screen, so I'll have like in the top corner or the bottom corner, or wherever it is, I'm going to have me on camera, so that you can see me, you'll see who I am, and also you'll be able to, we can have kind of like a back and forth connection there, because I can be talking about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and you'll be able to see me explaining it. I've not put myself on camera before, because I just didn't have the technology to do any of that. So in September it's kind of like a soft relaunch of Mick and Mac, and I really want to get it happening. I mean, by now I probably would have got most of the graphic novel kind of finished by now, and it would probably be ready to print and things like that there, but these things happen. So probably looking at launching the first graphic novel of Mick and Mac. Probably, I'm not going to be specific about this, probably spring, end of spring, so just kind of like end of April, May time, or end of May, call it end of May. Hopefully I'm going to get the first graphic novel done. I've been working on the front cover, because I wasn't happy with it, so I've been drawing out different versions, because I wasn't happy with the way it looked. I don't know, it didn't reflect what I wanted, so I've kind of I've been working on different poses and stuff for the characters because of what's involved. So yeah, so in September I hope you'll stick with the channel, and if you subscribe, hit the bell notification, you'll actually be notified of all the new videos that come out. So we've got the Star Wars builds, Back to the Future builds, the Robocop builds, the Moomin builds, the Miniature World builds, and the Mick and Mac. And I really want you to come along with me as I create this graphic novel from start to finish. So yeah, so I just thought I'd take a few minutes out there and just to say that's why I haven't done anything with Mick and Mac, because my technology has just been a nightmare. So I've kind of ironed a lot of that out now. New printer, new computer, a mic. I still need to get a camera. If I can't get this ugly camera to work with OBS, then I'll just get another one and we'll do that. So yeah, thanks for being with me though. I've been doing these videos been doing YouTube for just over a year, and it's growing and it's great, and I've got lots of really good stuff planned ahead. I've been doing a lot of prep work of the next builds and things like that there. Once these, I think the Back to the Future one build will probably be finished. I think it might be finished in, I think it'll be next year. The Moomin build will be finished in November, so I'll be replacing that with a new one. Every time a build is finished, I'll replace it with a new one. So yeah, so I'm happy with that. I'll leave that to dry. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.